Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapte Kanchan Gorangi Radhe Vrindaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire. Guru Shri Radhe Golokananda Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Guru Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Krishna Hare Krishna Rina ji.
Hare Krishna Bhaiya, Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Krishna.
Nisha Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prem sir, how are you?
Very good.
Huh? And Ajay, hope you are feeling well. And Krishna Anandji. Okay, so we'll get started. Krishna Shwa Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna.
So we are reading 14th Adhyay of 10th Skandha. Yeah, 10th Skandha, as we know about Lord Shri Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. और हम लोग 8वां अध्याय पढ़ रहे हैं जिसमें ब्रह्मा जी कृष्ण भगवान को ग्लोरिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं. So he is praying to Lord Krishna and he is glorifying Lord Krishna. And as we know, in the previous अध्याय ब्रह्मा जी कृष्ण भगवान के सारे ग्वाल बाल और गायों को ले आते हैं to see कि कृष्ण भगवान को पहचानने के लिए. And Krishna Bhagwan realizes that this is done by Lord Brahma, and then he expands himself into exactly like all these gwal bals and the cows and calves, and this goes on for 1 solar year. He goes back to Vrindavan, comes back, and all that. After 1 year, which is 1 kshan, as we read of Lord Brahmaji, Brahmaji comes back and then sees that expansion of Krishna Bhagwan, and then he sees all these gwal bals, then he sees the Chaturbhuj form everywhere, and he realizes that he just has done a big mistake. Yeah, and then he is glorifying Lord Shri Krishna. That's what we are reading. Lord Brahma recognizes that Lord Krishna is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. And then he is glorifying, and very beautiful glorification by Lord Brahma. So that's what we are reading. And yesterday we read the 8th shlok. What is the 8th shlok? Lord, that my dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds, and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. ये कौन बोल रहा है?
Brahmaji.
Brahmaji, right? What Brahmaji himself is saying that, first of all, like people like us, right? And most of the conditioned souls, what are we doing, right? We are getting the results of our past karmas, right? That's what we are getting. Good karmas, bad karmas, whatever it is. we are going through the results of our past karma. It says here, Bhujan ev atma kritam vipakam. Yeah. Vipakam is the results of the karma, our past deeds, right? But while doing that, while we are going through this life, accepting all the results of the karmas and all that, what we are also doing, Hat Agva Purbhivid Namaste. Like what it says is basically offering you respectful obeisances with heart, words, and body. Yeah. Then what happens? What Brahmaji is saying is Jivet yo mukti pade. Mukti pade sa dai bhak. Dai bhak means that's the right. It becomes the right. So what is being mentioned is one who honestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all while the patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation. Mukti pade, for it has become his rightful claim because he is doing all the devotional services. Yeah. Says here, like Srila Sridhar Swami explains in his commentary that just as a legitimate son has to simply remain alive to gain an inheritance from his father, one who simply remains alive in Krishna consciousness, following the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, automatically becomes eligible to receive the mercy of the personality of Godhead. In other words, he will be promoted to the kingdom of God. Yeah. So very nicely, we'll continue to read. Let's read the shlok 9th. Anilji.
Vashesh me anarya mananta adye paratmani tvayapi mayini mayam vitatyekshitu matma vaibhavam hayam kiyanech mivarchi chiragno. My Lord, just see my uncivilized impudence. To test your power, I try to extend my illusory potency to cover you, the unlimited and primeval supersoul who bewilder even the masters of illusion. What am I compared to you? I am just like a small spark in presence of a great fire. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So this is what Brahmaji is telling to Lord Shri Krishna. Yeah. That I try to test your power. Yeah. Whose power? You are Aryam Anant Adhe, the unlimited Anant. You are the primeval super soul, right? And what he tried to do? He tried to extend the illusory potency to cover Lord Shri Krishna. But anyways, he realized the mistake and he's saying like, I am just like a small spark in the presence of a great fire. So think about this. Lord Brahmaji is saying this. And here are we, like we are nothing, right? But then there are a lot of people among us who think they are the God. They are everything, right? And they behave like that. But here Lord Brahmaji himself is saying, the Brahmaji who created this whole universe is saying, I'm just like a small spark in the presence of a great fire. He said, Avarchir Agno. Yeah, like a small spark in Agno, in the fire, is what Lord Brahmaji is saying. Nisha?
अतः क्षमस्वाच्युत मे रजो भुवो हि अजानतस्त्वस्त पृथगीशमानिनः अजावले पानन्धत्मो अनद्धचक्षुष एषो अनुकम्पो मयि नाथवानिति. Therefore, O infallible Lord, kindly excuse my offenses. I have taken birth in the mode of passion and am therefore simply foolish, presuming myself a controller independent of your lordship. My eyes are blinded by the darkness of ignorance, which causes me to think of myself as the unborn creator of the universe. But please consider that I am your servant and therefore worthy of your compassion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, what Lord Brahmaji is saying, Kshamasvachut me rajobhu. Please pardon me, right? He's saying, excuse my offenses. Rajogun, right? Rajobhu. Brahmaji represents the Rajogun. Yeah, as we know, Brahmaji represents the Rajogun. Lord Vishnu represents
Satogun.
Satogun, right? And Lord Shiva,
Tamo.
Tamogun, right? So they are the owner of those gunas, those three modes of patience, ignorance, and goodness, right? So what Brahmaji is saying is, excuse my offenses, I have taken birth in the mode of patience, Rajo Bhuo, right? So, and I'm thinking I'm a controller independent of your lordship. So yeah, Ish Manina, that's what he's thinking. That's like, it's also mentioned like the reason all of us are here is because we think we are the independent controller of ourselves. That's why we have come to the materialistic world, so we can see how independent are we, and then do the karmas, and we get into the cycle of birth and death, right? So even Lord Brahmaji is saying that he thinks he's a controller independent of your lordship, but really under chakshusha, says under chakshusha, like he's saying that my eyes are blinded by the darkness of ignorance. Yeah, but he's saying, please consider I'm your servant and therefore worthy of your compassion. Yeah. And so anukampyo, that's the anukampyo is the compassion. I am worthy of your compassion is what Lord Brahmaji is asking Lord Shri Krishna. Yeah. A nice purport. Let's read this. Prem.
In his commentary, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that Brahma wanted to present the following argument to the Lord. My dear Lord, because I have acted so badly, I certainly deserve to be punished. On the other hand, because I am so ignorant that you should consider me an innocent fool and be merciful to me. Thus, although I deserve both punishment and forgiveness, I humbly beg you to exercise tolerance in this matter and simply forgive me and show me your mercy. The words Nathavan iti indicate that Lord Brahma wanted to humbly remind Lord Krishna that he was, after all, Brahma's father and master and should therefore forgive the unfortunate transgressions of his humble servant. Every conditioned soul, whether he be the Lord Brahma or an insignificant ant, falsely identifies himself with the material world and in this way forgets his eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Brahma, because of his prestigious position as the cosmic creator, also tends to identify himself as the Lord of this world, and thus he sometimes forgets his position as an insignificant servant of the Supreme Lord. Now, by Lord Krishna's mercy, this false identification is being rectified, and Lord Brahma is remembering his constitutional position as the eternal servant of God. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Rinaji.
क्वाहं तमो महादहंख चराग्नि वा ऋभून् संवेष्टि ताण्डघट सप्त वितस्तिकायः क्वे दृग्विग्धावि गणिताण्ड पराणुचर्या वाताध्वरो म विवरस्य च ते महित्वम्. What am I? A small creature, measuring 7 spans of my own hand. I am enclosed in a pot-like universe compared of material nature. The total material energy, false ego, either ether, air, water, and earth. And what is your glory? Unlimited universes pass through the pores of your body, just as particles of dust pass through the openings of a screen window. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Again, who is saying this?
Brahmaji.
Brahmaji. Yeah. So think about this. Lord Brahmaji is saying this, that I am a small creature measuring 7 spans of my own hand. I am enclosed in a universe composed of material nature. And if you remember, हमने थोड़े टाइम पहले पढ़ा था कि how this whole world, the body is composed of, right? And we read about 25 elements. Remember? Yeah? We read about 25 elements like Gyanendriyas, Karmendriyas, and then the results of the Gyanendriyas, right? Smell and taste and all that. Then Mahatattva, then Suksham Sharir, like that Prakriti. So like that we said, almost 25 things by which this material universe is composed of. And we ourselves are composed of those 25 elements, right? What Brahma is saying is, I'm enclosed in that universe too, right? He says, Aham, Kha is the Akash, yeah, Chara is the Vayu, Chara, then Agni we know, Va is Jal, and Bhu is Earth, yeah. Kha, Chara, Agni, Var, Bhu is basically the material energy composed of ether, air, water, and earth, yeah. And then he's saying, but of course, your glory is you possess unlimited universes, pass through you. Says here, Viganita and Paranucharya. Right? So that is the glory of Lord Shri Krishna, is what Lord Brahma is saying. Again, a very nice purport. Let's read this, Shiva Prabhu.
The Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, Chapter 5, Text 72, Srila Prabhupada gives the following purport for this verse. Then Lord Brahma, after having stolen all Krishna's calves and cowhead boys, returned and saw the calves and boys were still roaming with Krishna. He offered this prayer in his defeat. A conditioned soul, even one so great as Brahma, who manages the affairs of the entire universe, cannot compare to the personality of Godhead, for he can produce numberless universes simply by the spiritual rays emanating from the pores of his body. Material scientists should take lessons from the utterances of Sri Brahma regarding our insignificance in comparison with God. In these prayers of Brahma, there is much to learn for those who are falsely puffed up by the accumulation of power. In Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, chapter 14, Srila Prabhupada further comments on those verse. Lord Brahma realized his actual position. He is certainly the supreme teacher of this universe, in charge of the production of material nature, consisting of the complete material energy, false ego, sky, air, fire, water, and earth. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Tarun.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Such a universe may be gigantic, but it can be measured just as we measure our body as 7 spans. Generally, everyone's personal bodily measurement is calculated to be 7 spans of his hand. This particular universe may appear to be a very gigantic body, but is nothing but the measurement of 7 spans for Lord Brahma. Aside from this universe, there are unlimited other universes outside the jurisdiction of this particular Lord Brahma. Just as innumerable atomic infinitesimal fragments pass through the holes of a screen window, so millions and trillions of universes in their seedling form are coming out from the bodily pores of Mahavishnu, and that Mahavishnu is but a part of the plenary expansion of Krishna. Under these circumstances, although Lord Brahma is the supreme creature within this universe, what is his importance in the presence of Lord Krishna? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. उत्क्षेपणं गर्भगतस्य पादयो है किं कल्पते मातुरधोक्ष जागसे किमस्ति नास्ति व्यपदेश भूषितं त्वास्ति कुक्षे कियदप्यनन्तः. O Lord Adokshas, does a mother take offense when the child within her womb kicks with his legs? And is there anything in existence, whether designated by various philosophers as real or as unreal, that is actually outside your abdomen? Okay. So Lord Brahmaji is basically glorifying Lord Shri Krishna and asking for kshama, and is saying, like a mother doesn't take offense, you should not take offense on what Lord Brahmaji did. Right? And again, a nice purpose. Let's read this. Ajay, would you be okay to read, or you don't want to read?
Yeah, I can try. I had some medicine, so I'm feeling better.
Okay.
So Srila Prabhupada comments as follows on this verse in Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, chapter 14. Lord Brahma therefore compared himself to a little child within the womb of his mother. If the child within the womb plays with his hands and legs, and while playing touches the body of the mother, is the mother offended by the child? Of course, she is not. Similarly, Lord Brahma may be a very great personality, and yet not only Brahma, but everything that be is existing within the womb of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord's energy is all pervading. There is no place in the creation where it is not acting. If, since everything is existing within the energy of the Lord, the Brahma of this universe and the Brahmas of many other millions and trillions of universes are existing within the energy of the Lord. Therefore, the Lord is considered to be the mother, and everything existing within the womb of the mother is considered to be the child. And the good mother is never offended with the child, even if he touches the body of the mother by kicking his legs. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So that's what Brahmaji is saying, that a mother will never take offense. So you should not take an offense. Anilji?
Jagat Trayanto Sampala Bodhe Narayanasyo Dharnabhi Nalat Binirgato Ajiswati Vadna Vai Mrasha Kintishwara Tvarna Binirgato Asmi. My dear Lord, it is said that when the three planetary systems are merged into the water at the time of dissolution, your plenary portion Narayan lies down on the water. Gradually, a lotus flower grows from his navel, and Brahma takes birth upon that lotus flower. Certainly, these words are not false. Thus, I am not born from you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. He's asking, so am I not born from you? So he's saying, I'm born from Narayan, as we know, right? Says here, Narayan show Udar Nabhi Narayan. Yeah, Udar Nabhi. Yeah. First of all, when it says that when the systems are merged into the water at the time of dissolution, yeah, Jagat Trayanto, at the time of dissolution, all these three Trayanto, right? Three planetary systems are merged into the water. Then Narayan lies down on the water. At that time, what happens? Udar Nabhi Nalat. A lotus flower grows from his navel. And who is born from that? Vinirgato Ajay. Brahmaji, yeah? Ajay is the Lord Brahma. That's what the Lord Brahmaji is born from the lotus flower. So he's basically saying that, hey, I am born from you. Right? So that's why he's glorifying and asking for pardon, because I'm actually born from you. Again, a nice purport. It is. Prem.
Although every living being is a child of God, Lord Brahma here makes a special claim because he takes birth on a lotus flower that emanates from the navel of Narayana, the personality of Godhead. Ultimately, all living beings are equally expansions of the transcendental body of the Supreme Lord. But Brahma has an intimate relationship with the Lord because of the activities of universal creation. And so he uses the prefix V in the word Vinirgata to beg the Lord's special mercy. Lord Brahma is called Aja because he is not born from any mother, but rather emanates directly from the body of the Lord. As Srila Prabhupada states in Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is naturally concluded that the mother of Brahma is Narayan. On these grounds, Lord Brahma is requesting this special forgiveness for his offenses. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, because Lord Brahma is born from Nabhi of Lord Vishnu. So, Nisha?
नारायणस्त्वं न हि देहिनाम् आत्मास्य दिशाखिललोकसाक्षी नारायणो अङ्गं भुजलायनात् चापि सत्यं न तवैव माया. Are you not the original Narayan, O Supreme Controller? Since you are the soul of every embodied being and the eternal witness of all created realms, indeed Lord Narayan is your expansion, and he is called Narayan because he is the generating source of the primal water of universe. He is real, not a product of your illusory Maya. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Brahma ji क्या बोल रहे हैं कि एक तो he got birth from the Nabhi of Lord Narayan, Lord Vishnu. And very importantly, what we are reading here is what Brahma ji is saying is he is the original Narayan. But he says Narayano Anga Narabhujalayana. He's saying that Lord Narayan is your expansion. Yeah, he comes out of you because you are the Akhila Lok Sakshi. That's what he's saying to Lord Shri Krishna. You are the Akhila Lok Sakshi. You are the soul of every embodied being and the eternal witness of all created realms. So indeed, Lord Narayan is your expansion. Yeah, and because he is generating the source of the primeval water of the universe, he is not a product of your illusory Maya. So he is not in the materialistic world. He is, but he is your Ang. He is born from you. Yeah, he is expanded from you. Sure, Prabhu?
The Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, Chapter 2, Text 30, Srila Prabhupada comments on the verse as follows. This statement, which is from Srimad Bhagavatam, was spoken by Lord Brahma in his prayers to Lord Krishna after the Lord had defeated him by displaying his mystic powers. Brahma had tried to test Lord Krishna to see if he was really the Supreme Personality of Godhead, playing as a cowherd boy. Brahma stole all the other boys and their calves from the pasturing grounds, but when he returned to the pasture, he saw that all the boys and calves were still there, for Lord Krishna had created them all again. When Brahma saw this mystic power of Lord Krishna's, he admitted defeat and offered prayer to the Lord, addressing him as the proprietor and seer of everything in the creation and as the supersoul who is within each and every living entity and is dear to all. That Lord Krishna is Narayana, the father of Brahma, because Lord Krishna, plenary expansion, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, after placing himself on the Garbha ocean, created Brahma from his body, Mahavishnu in the causal ocean, and Kshirodakshana Vishnu, the super soul in everyone's heart, are also transcendental expansions of the Supreme Truth. In his commentary on the verse, Srila Sanatana Goswami has elaborately explained the expansion of the Vishnu or Narayan incarnations from the original form of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. The essence is that although Lord Brahma was born from Lord Narayana, Brahma now understands that Narayana is himself a mere expansion of the original personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so if you remember, right, we have read about Karnodaksha Vishnu, right? How Karnodaksha Vishnu comes from Lord Shri Krishna. From Karnodaksha Vishnu, you have Garbhodaksha Vishnu, right? And Garbhodaksha Vishnu is how the Kshirodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, you get like millions of innumerable number of universes, right? That's what comes out. And then from the Garbhodaksha Vishnu's Nabhi, Lord Brahma gets extended, right? Kshirodaksha Vishnu comes into existence, and Kshirodaksha Vishnu is the super soul in everyone's heart. So all the living entities, right, like in this entire world, not just the human beings, all the living entities have a soul, right? And all these souls are related to the super soul. And that super soul is Kshirodaksha Vishnu. Yeah. So if you remember, we are all related to Kshirodaksha Vishnu. And Kshirodaksha Vishnu is in all of us as a soul. Yeah. Like if you think about our body, right? So we have a soul, and then we think I have my hands, I have my legs, and all that, right? That's how we think. So now think about a soul having all of us within himself, right? And our soul related to the super soul. That's how we are all related from the soul perspective. That's Kshirodaksha Vishnu. So if you want to remember, we have Karnodaksha Vishnu, who is in the causal ocean. Then we have Garbhodaksha Vishnu, whom actually 3 expansions takes place, right? Like Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. And Lord Vishnu is the Kshirodaksha Vishnu, who is actually the super soul of everyone's heart. But what is really mentioned is what Lord Brahma is saying. So Narayan, whom he is referring to, right, is also the expansion of the original personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, right? And as we have been listening to Brahma Samhita, and in Brahma Samhita, Govindam Adi Purusham Tama Bhajami. Adi Purusham. He is the original personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. And that's how Lord Brahma is really glorifying Lord Sri Krishna.
Prabhuji, just wanted to share my understanding why Narayan is called Narayan. So my understanding is that Nar means sweat. So when in any universe, when Garbhodaya Vishnu ji comes and he kind of does his whatever manifestation, then he perspires a lot, and the ocean formed by his perspiration, that is called Garbha ocean. And since he lives in that ocean, so ayan means someone who lives, it's like a place where you live, so Narayan means someone who lives in the sweat water. Is this a correct understanding of mine?
Yeah, this is one of the explanation again. Why is he called Narayan?
Yes.
Right. So that's the reason why he's called Narayan, because in that Garbha ocean, right?
Okay.
And yeah. So Nar and Ayan. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Prabhuji. So we'll continue reading. Arina ji.
तच्चे जलस्थं तव सज्जगद्वपु किं मे न दृष्टं भगवंस्तदैव किं वा सुदृष्टं हृदि मे तदैव किं नो सपद्येव पुनर्व्यदर्शे. My dear Lord, if your transcendental body, which shelters the entire universe, is actually lying upon the water, then why were you not seen by me when I searched for you? And why, though I could not envision you properly within my heart, did you then suddenly reveal yourself? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so what's going on right now is Lord Brahma ji, if you remember, we read about this, right? कि जब Lord Brahma ji नाभि से प्रकट हुए, then after that, Brahma ji started thinking, who is he? So who am I? Right? That's what we think, right? Who am I? Same way, Lord Brahma ji started thinking like, who am I? And in thinking that, he almost went up to the ocean, actually. He almost went up to the ocean, up to the Navi, but then he still couldn't find his source. Yeah, he could not find his source. Then Lord Vishnu gave him a darshan. And then he gave him a darshan, and then he understood who is himself. And that's what Lord Brahmaji is now remembering. And then he's saying that your transcendental body, yeah, Sir Jagat Apu, and he's saying he's actually lying upon the water. But then if it was so, how come I not see you at that time? When Lord Brahmaji went to look for him, he could not see him, right? And then he had to reveal himself. So Brahmaji also could not see him. Then Lord Vishnu then suddenly revealed himself. You know, there was but not suddenly, but Lord Brahmaji did meditation, tapasya for 10,000 plus years of his years, not the solar years, right? He did 10,000 Brahmaji's years tapasya meditation. That's when Lord Vishnu gave him a darshan. Yeah. Again, a nice purport. So let's read this. Hare Krishna, Tarun.
Hare Krishna. Lord Brahma here refers to his experience at the dawn of cosmic creation. As described in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma took birth on the seat of a giant lotus whose stem emanated from the navel of Narayan. Brahma was bewildered as to his whereabouts, function, and identity, and therefore he tried to trace out the source of the lotus stem, searching for clear information. Unable to find the personality of Godhead, he returned to his seat and engaged in severe austerities. Having been ordered to do so by the transcendental voice of the Lord, who could be heard but not seen. After long meditation, Brahma saw the Lord but then again lost sight of him. Thus, Brahma concludes that the transcendental body of the personality of Godhead is not material, but rather an eternal spiritual form endowed with inconceivable mystic potencies. In other words, Lord Brahma should not have challenged the personality of Godhead, the Lord of all mystic power. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. अत्रेव मायाधम नावतारे हास्य प्रपच्यस्य बहिः स्फुटस्य कृतसनस्य चान्तर्जठरे जनन्या माया त्वमेव प्रगटीकृतं ते. My dear Lord, in this incarnation, you have proved that you are the supreme controller of Maya. Although you are now within this universe, the whole universe creation is within your transcendental body. A fact you demonstrated by exhibiting the universe within your abdomen before your mother Yashoda. Yeah. So what Lord Brahmaji is saying is you are in this universe, you are now within this universe, yeah. But you have already exhibited that whole universe lies within you, is within your transcendental body. Yeah. Maya tvameva pragati kritam te. Like if you remember, in previous adhyayas, we saw how Lord Krishna had shown the whole Brahman into his mouth. Right? जब यशोदा मैया ने भगवान का मुंह खोलने के लिए बोला, भगवान ने मिट्टी खाई थी, and then she saw the whole Brahman in his mouth. Right? The whole universe in his mouth. That's what Lord Brahmaji is referring to, that you already demonstrated this fact by exhibiting the universe within your abdomen before your mother, Yashoda. Yeah? Krita Sanasya Chantar Jatare Jananya. Yeah? To the mother. Ajay?
Lord Brahma here describes the inconceivable spiritual potency of the Lord. We may find a pot within a house, but we can hardly expect to find the house within the same pot. By the Lord's spiritual potency, however, he can appear within the universe and simultaneously exhibit all the universe within his body. One may argue that since the universe seen by Mother Yashoda within Lord Krishna's abdomen were within Lord's body, they are different from the illusory material universes manifest externally. Here Lord Brahma refutes that argument. However, Lord Krishna is a Maya Dhamana, the supreme controller of illusion. By Lord's own supreme mystic potency, he can bewilder even illusion herself, and thus the Lord actually exhibited all the material universe within his body. This is Mayatvam, the supreme bewildering potency of the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anilji?
Yasya kukshabidam sarvam satmam bhati yatha tatha tattvayapi tat sarvam kimidam maya vina. Just as this entire universe, including you, was exhibited within your abdomen, so it is now manifested here externally in the same exact form. How could such things happen unless arranged by your inconceivable energy? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, it's very interesting that we keep thinking how this world has come together, right? Now here, Lord Brahma, who actually created the universe, right? Lord Brahma is a creator. He is thinking that how could such things happen unless arranged by your inconceivable energy. Yeah? Sarva kimidam maya bina. Yeah? It cannot happen without his inconceivable energy. Yeah, says that Srila Prabhupada comments on this verse as follows in Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Brahma is stressed herein that without accepting the inconceivable energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one cannot explain things as they are. Right? Nothing can be explained. Nisha?
अध्यैव त्वदृते अस्य किं मम नते माया त्वमा दर्शित मेको असि प्रथमं ततो व्रज सुहृदत्साह समस्ता अपि तावन्तो असि चतुर्भुजास्त दखिलेह साकं मयोपासिता स्तावन्येत्य जगन्त्यभूस्तदमितं ब्रह्माद्वयं शिष्यते. Have you not shown me today that both you and yourself and everything within this creation are manifestation of your inconceivable potency? First, you appeared alone, and then you manifested yourself as all of Vrindavan's cows and cowherd boys, your friends. Next, you appeared as an equal number of four-handed Vishnu forms who are worshipped by all living beings, including me, and after that you appeared as an equal number of complete universes. Finally, you have now returned to your unlimited form as the Supreme Absolute Truth, one without a second. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, तो यहाँ पर ब्रह्मा जी क्या describe कर रहे हैं? What did he see when he came back? Yeah, after one kshan, 1 year, what does he see? So first, he saw that Lord Krishna appeared alone. Then he saw that he actually manifested himself as all the Vrindavan's calves and cowherd boys, right? Those are the ones whom Lord Brahmaji had hidden into the gufa. But then that's what Lord Brahma sees again, right? And then he sees that all those calves and gwalbals and all that appeared as an equal number of 400 Vishnu forms. So he sees the Chaturbhuj form among all of them, right? And that which are being worshipped by all the living beings, including Lord Brahma himself. Yeah. And then he appeared as equal number of complete universes. So this is how he appears to Lord Brahmaji. Yeah. says here, see, Chaturbhuj form he sees, and then he, of course, sees how like complete equal number of universes, and you have now returned to your unlimited form as the supreme absolute truth, one without a second, is how Lord Brahmaji is describing his what he saw. Says here, as stated in the Vedic literature, Sarvam Kha Idam Brahma. Everything that exists is an expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, everything is ultimately part and parcel of the Lord's spiritual existence. By Lord Krishna's causeless mercy, Lord Brahma personally experienced that all existence, being the potency of God, is not different from him. Yeah. Rinaji?
Ajanatam त्वत्पद पद विमनात्मन्या आत्मात्मना भासि वितत्य मायां सृष्टा विवाहं जगतो विधान एव त्वमेषोऽवन्त इव त्रिनेत्रः. To persons ignorant of your actual transcendental position, you appear as part of the material world, manifesting yourself by the expansion of your inconceivable energy. Thus, for the creation of the universe, you appear as me, Brahma. For its maintenance, you appear as yourself, Vishnu, and for its annihilation, you appear as Lord Trinetra, Shiva. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा. और हमने पिछले वर्ष में भी पढ़ा, राइट, पिछले श्लोकों में कि हाउ गर्भोदक्षा विष्णु and then appears as Lord Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, and that's what Lord Brahma is again saying, that for the creation of the universe you appear as me, who is Lord Brahma, and then for its maintenance appears as Vishnu. Yeah, Tvamesho Anant, and then if Trinetra is Lord Shiva. Yeah, he appears for the annihilation. That's how they are the Lord of creation, maintenance and annihilation. Similarly, they are the honors of Satogun, Rajogun and Tamogun. Yeah. And it says here, although the impersonal Mayavadi philosophers think that the demigods are illusory, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are stated here to be expansions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and are thus real. Right? So they are not like illusions. Lord Brahma is real, Lord Shiva is real, Lord Vishnu is real. Indeed, they are the extraordinarily powerful controllers of the universe. The ultimate truth is a supreme and beautiful person. And thus, throughout the creation of God, we will always find the personal touch. Prem?
Suresh, Vrishi, Shavish, Tathav, Nipapi, Triyakshu Yada, Swati Tejanyasya, Janma Satam, Durmadin Migrahya, Prabho Vidyat Sadanugrahaya. O Lord, O Supreme Creator and Master, you have no material birth yet to defeat the false pride of the faithless demons and show mercy to your saintly devotees. You take birth among the demigods, sages, human beings, animals, and even aquatics. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Why does God take birth? What Lord Brahma is saying is to show mercy to your saintly devotees. Yeah, the people who are doing the devotional service, to give blessings to them. Sad anugrahaya cha. That's why you take birth. Yeah, in this universe. Shiva Prabhu.
Among the demigods, Lord Krishna appears in such forms as Vaman Dev, among the sages as Parshuram, among human beings as Lord Krishna himself, and as Lord Ramchandra, and among animals as the boar incarnation. Lord Krishna appears among the aquatics as Matsya, the gigantic fish. Indeed, the plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are innumerable as the Lord relentlessly come down within the universe to smash the false pride of the atheists and show mercy to the saintly devotees. In another sense, the Lord never appears since he exists eternally. His appearance is like that of the sun, which is always present in the sky, but which periodically appears to our vision. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. The Lord is always present, is what is being mentioned, right? And all these incarnations, we have been reading about those incarnations, right? That's what Srimad Bhagavatam is. It gives us an opportunity to read about all the incarnations of Lord Shri Krishna, right? And not just read about those incarnations, but we have been seeing the glorification of Lord Vishnu, right? The prayers to Lord Krishna again and again and again, like all devotees, different bhakts, including like we saw Lord Brahmaji, Lord Shiva himself, all Devatas, Kunti Mata, Bhishma Pitama, right? Prithu Maharaj, everywhere we have been reading, and then we have been reading the Stuti, the glorification of Lord Sri Krishna, right? And same thing, now we are reading the glorification of Lord Sri Krishna by Lord Brahma himself. Ko veti bhuman bhagavan paratmana yogeshwaroti bhavata strilokyam kve va katham va kati va kadeti vistaranya kridasi yoga mayam. O Supreme Great One, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Super Soul, Master of all mystic power, your pastimes are taking place continuously in these three worlds. But who can estimate where, how, and when you are employing your spiritual energy and performing these innumerable pastimes? No one can understand the mystery of how your spiritual energy acts. Yeah. And again, who is saying this?
Lord Brahma.
Lord Brahmaji, right? Lord Brahma, who created this universe. Like, who is bigger than Lord Brahma in this universe, right? No one. Where does Lord Brahma reside in this universe?
Brahmalok.
Brahmalok, right? Satyalok. We have 14 loks. He resides in the highest lok, Brahmalok, which is the Satyalok. And Lord Brahma himself is saying, Kveva katham va kati va kadeti. Like, how do we know? Right? No one can understand the mystery of how your spiritual energy acts. And here we are all trying to understand all these different things and big deal about science and everything else, right? What do we really understand? And that's why in Kali Yuga they always say, right? The Kirtan, Shravanam, Kirtanam, that's where we need to focus. We need to focus on how we can do more and more bhakti rather than worrying about, oh, why God has said this in this. Some people will question, like, why is Lord Shri Krishna saying he is the God, right? In Bhagavad Gita. I mean, the thing is, it's good. It's good for us that he is actually telling us that he is actually the Lord, right? So if we are believing in Bhagavad Gita, then let's believe what he's saying in Bhagavad Gita. He's saying, I am the Lord, right? And so we should believe that he is the super soul. And here Lord Brahmaji is saying, right, that he is the Yogeshwar. That's how he is addressing him, Trilokyam. He is the Ishwar of all these three lokam. And then we never understand how is he playing, how is Yog Maya is happening. We don't understand that. Yeah. Tarun?
Brahma previously stated that Lord Krishna incarnates among the demigods, human beings, animals, fish, and so on. This does not mean, however, that the Lord is degraded by his incarnations. As Brahma clarifies here, No conditioned soul can understand the transcendental nature of the Lord's activities, which he enacts through his spiritual potency. Although the Lord is Brahman, the supremely great one, he is still Bhagwan, the supremely beautiful personality, exhibiting pastimes of love in his own abode. At the same time, he is Paramatma, the all-pervading supersoul, who witnesses and sanctions all the activities of conditioned souls. The Lord's multiple identity is explained by the term Yogeshwara. The Absolute Truth is the master of all mystic potencies, and although he is one and supreme, he manifests his greatness and opulence in many different ways. Such elevated spiritual matters can hardly be understood by foolish persons primitively identifying themselves with the insignificant material body. These conditioned souls, such as aesthetic scientists, consider their own puffed up intelligence supreme. Glibly, placing their firm faith in material illusion, they are captured by the modes of nature and driven far away from knowledge of God. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, and as we have been reading again and again, the highest perfection in life, right? The highest perfection in life is what? What is the highest perfection in life?
Loving and serving Krishna.
Loving and serving Krishna and achieving that devotional service.
Right.
If we can achieve that devotional service, that's the highest achievement in life. That's the perfection of life, of human life. Like becoming a multi-billionaire or becoming the president or becoming whatever is not really a perfection of human life. All these things are good, but the real perfection of life is really get engaged into the devotional service of Lord Sri Krishna. Right? And even what's interesting now is what we are reading is Lord Brahma himself is like glorifying and telling this truth to all of us. And then so we'll continue to listen to Brahma Samhita. We started it before, few days. And again, I think it's the total Brahma Samhita is around, I think, 30 minutes. So we'll again hear like 7 to 8 minutes today. Yeah. Shloks from Brahma Samhita.
जिन्होंने श्री राम, नरसिंह, वामन इत्यादि विग्रहों में नियत संख्या की कला रूप से स्थित रहकर जगत में अवतार लिए, परंतु जो भगवान श्री कृष्ण के रूप में स्वयं प्रकट हुए, उन आदि पुरुष भगवान गोविंद का मैं भजन करता हूँ। यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगदण्ड कोटि कोटिष्वशेष वसुधादि विभूति भिन्नम तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमनन्तमशेष भूतम गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तमहं भजामि। जिनकी प्रभा उपनिषदों में वर्णित निर्विशेष ब्रह्म का स्रोत है तथा करोड़ों ब्रह्मांडों में अनंत विभूतियों के रूप में भेद को प्राप्त होने के नाते निर्विच्छिन्न पूर्ण अनंत सत्य के रूप में प्रकट है, उन आदि पुरुष भगवान गोविंद का मैं भजन करता हूँ। माया हि यस्य जगदण्ड शतानि सूते त्रैगुण्य तद्विषय वेद वितायमाना सत्त्वावलम्बि परसत्त्व विशुद्ध सत्त्वं गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमहं भजामि। सत्व, रज तथा तमो रूप त्रैगुणमयी एवं जड़ ब्रह्मांड संबंधी वेद ज्ञान विस्तारिणी माया जिनकी अपरा शक्ति है, उन्हीं सत्वाश्रय रूप पर सत्व निबंधन विशुद्ध सत्व स्वरूप आदि पुरुष भगवान गोविंद का मैं भजन करता हूँ। आनंद चिन्मय रसात्मतया मनस्सु यह प्राणिनां प्रतिफलं स्मरतामुपेत्य लीलायितेन भुवनानि जयत्यजस्रम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। जो स्मरणकारी प्राणियों के मनों में नित्य आनंद चिन्मय रस स्वरूप से प्रतिफलित होकर निज लीला विलास द्वारा निरंतर समस्त भौतिक जगत को वशीभूत करते हैं, उन आदि पुरुष भगवान गोविंद का मैं भजन करता हूँ। गोलोकनाम्नि निजधाम्नि तले च तस्य देवी महेश हरिधाम सुतेषु तेषु ते प्रभाव निचया विहिताश्च येन गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। जिन्होंने गोलोक नामक अपने सर्वोपरि धाम में रहते हुए उसके नीचे स्थित क्रमशः वैकुंठ लोक, महेश लोक तथा देवी लोक नामक विभिन्न धामों के विभिन्न स्वामियों को यथायोग्य अधिकार प्रदान किया है, उन आदि पुरुष भगवान गोविंद का मैं भजन करता हूँ। सृष्टि स्थिति प्रलय साधन शक्ति रेखा छाये वयस्य भुवनानि बिभर्ति दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य च चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। भौतिक जगत की सृष्टि, स्थिति एवं प्रलय की साधनकारिणी चित्त शक्ति की छाया स्वरूपा माया शक्ति, जो कि सभी के द्वारा दुर्गा नाम से पूजित होती हैं, जिनकी इच्छा के अनुसार चेष्टाएं करती हैं, उन आदि पुरुष भगवान गोविंद का मैं भजन करता हूँ। क्षीरं यथा दधि विकार विशेष योगा संजायते नहि ततः पृथगस्ति हेतोः यः शम्भुतामपि तथा समुपैति कार्या गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। दूध जिस प्रकार खटाई या जामन आदि के संयोग से दही में बदल जाता है, किंतु फिर भी अपनी उपदान कारण दूध से वह न तो समान होता है और न ही पृथक होता है, उसी प्रकार संहार कार्य के निमित्त जो शंभु रूप में परिणित हो गए, उन आदि पुरुष भगवान गोविंद का मैं भजन करता हूँ।
Lord SatsangHareKrishnaRadheGovind Brahmā ki
Jai.
So you see how beautiful this prayer is, right? By Lord Brahma to Lord Govind. We'll continue to listen to this next week. And of course, then we'll also listen to the whole Brahmaji's prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Which is going on right now. Really very blissful. One question I had to ask, like, actually we started doing this for 1 hour and 20 minutes, right? 9:30 to 10:50. But then I know it gets a little late for some people. So I was thinking, like, do you want to start this at 9 to 10:20 or just keep it 9:30 to 10:50?
9 is fine if we want to start at 9.
Yeah, good. Is that good for everyone? Can we join at 9? Because then you can end little early. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I also am fine with 9
Okay.
because I take some medication and it
Okay.
becomes late.
Late for you. I know I heard from a couple of people also that it's late. So I think this will be good then. So we can start from 9 to 10:20. So I think it can end at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think we're all good, right?
Yeah.
All good on 9? Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the next Monday, we'll meet at 9.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll also announce that.
Thank
Cool. Till then, enjoy and
Okay.
just think about this, what Lord Brahmaji is praying. So I think we should at least learn from Lord Brahmaji. do at least some little prayers. Oh, and by the way, we just have a mini kirtan this Saturday morning. This is just a normal, we generally do Friday evening, but this is like 10:30 to 1. Saturday morning kirtan. If anyone is here, local, and makes it, please join. Shiva Prabhu, you are in Charlotte, right? You can, I don't know if you can drive. It's 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I would love to join, Prabhuji. Please send me the details.
Yeah, if you're on RadheGovind group, are you on RadheGovind
Okay.
group?
Yeah, I think so. I am.
Okay, I think Drishya Prabhu already sent the details, but I can send, I can also put it on Hare Krishna group.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I'll put the address, and it's 10:30 to 1 on Saturday.
Yes.
Huh?
I'll
So yeah,
try my
definitely.
best.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can join, definitely, please. It'll be nice. I think we'll have a good. We have Nishant Prabhu coming in. Aditya Nayan Prabhu mostly will join us. Gopinath Prabhu will join. So I think it'll be nice, even though it's a mini thing. This is a smaller scale. The bigger scale we are thinking around end of November or December.
Okay.
So, but this one is just a simple, normal get together. But definitely join in. It'll be nice. Yeah.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Hey, so till then, we'll see you next Monday.
Okay. Hare Krishna,
Hare
everyone.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.